Flexcast, we are back with another guest. We have a talented artist here from Austin, Texas. Why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us who you are and where you from. Hey.
What's up, y'all? My name is Chucky Blk. I'm a rapper here in Austin, Texas. Yeah, I'm from Austin, but kind of live kind of all over the place, and I make weird raps. That's the best way to describe myself.
Okay. Everybody clap it up for Chucky Blk, man.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Flexcast, baby.
Thank y'all for having me. This is dope.
Absolutely, man. We couldn't talk about South by Southwest and music without actually speaking to one of the artists that actually like contribute to the vibe here musically. For those who never heard about you, tell them like what your vibe is like musically, Chucky, because I know who you are. You know, me and you go way back. But for those who this is the first time seeing Chucky Blk, explain your like artistic vibe.
Yeah, no, it's called I don't know. I'm a rapper. I'm a generally like weird person. You know what I mean? And I think that's very reflective in the music I make. I don't want to think like I'm that weird, but like, you know, I'm hella nerdy. I make a lot of nerdy references. I started before I was rapping. I was doing slam poetry heavy. So like, I love doing words. I love reading poetry. I love reading books. So a lot of that energy is in a lot of my rap music. And then it's just like I'm really just here for the craft. I was talking to the previous guest. What's his name? D Money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to D Money in the lobby. I was just like, I don't know. I'm just an artist first. I should do the business stuff more. But like, you know, like the craft is like really. I think about like I think about my rap stuff as like, what kind of dojo am I from, and like,
I like that.
Who are the people who came before me, and like who like where's my style derivative come from? So
that's actually
exciting.
a question I'm curious about. Who are some of your musical inspirations? Like people that you looked at and were like, I like how they make music.
Yeah, no, it's kind of all over the place. You know, I kind of think of like hip hop as like the Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Okay,
you know, what I mean?
Break that down, man.
You know what I mean? It's like or like kind of like, you know, I know J.K. Rowling is like canceled, but like, you know, or like Harry Potter wizarding schools, like, you know, because like it's like East Coast you got the Fire Nation, West Coast you got like the Earth Nation.
What are we in the South?
South, I'm gonna say it's the Waterbenders. You know, like the Waterbenders and like I guess the Airbenders are maybe Chicago, the Windy City. That's perfect, actually. That's actually perfect. So like I feel like it's like all these different styles come together, and I'm no Avatar, you know. I mean, but like, you know, some of my early influences are kind of all over the place, like. In general, jazz music is a big influence on like the stuff I do. I think of me as a rapper as like a horn player. Like whenever a horn player sings like a solo, I'm like thinking about the rhythms in which they're playing and like how that translates into like the words I'm saying, you know. But like influences, Outkast. Probably Outkast, like from like early stuff to the very end, like, you know, just like some of like the biggest influences, and like a lot of times people are like, you know, it's Andre or Big Boy, but I don't think Outkast could exist without either of them.
I can't pick. It's both of them.
Exactly. Like, they really hold that yin and yang, you know. And so like Andre 3000 like is like an excellent rapper, and Big Boy is just a consistent rapper, you know what I mean? Which I really love. And then Lupe Fiasco was a big like rap influence early on, just because I was also getting to like poetry. Saul Williams. If we're talking West Coast, it's like, of course, like Tupac and Kendrick.
Of course.
You know what I mean? I think Chicago, there's a lot of new rappers that came out that have like really influenced me. Like, so like No Name.
So you like the wordsmiths?
I like the wordsmith. Yeah, exactly. Like a blacksmith, like breaking a sword in, you know what I mean? I do that with words.
No Name is intense.
Yeah.
She's intense.
I got this tattoo right here. It's like Blessed Nightingale, Dark and TV Well. And it's like her first album.
Her first album.
I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah, nah. Okay. All right, so I feel where you're coming from, man. Well, we got a couple questions for you. We're excited to have you here. We're gonna run you through it.
Hey.
People need to know about Chucky Blk, man. He's special and he's important to rap in Austin. Y'all go ahead, man.
All right, well, let's do it. Tell us about your nomination or your win of an Austin Music Award, or what your experience was like.
Yeah, no, it's that was like crazy to me, because like, you know, I don't know. I feel like I rap in my own corner, you know, of Austin. Like I try to be on the ends and like know everybody, and like try to do like I don't want to say politicking, just be out there in the world. But a lot of times like
it's politicking,
right. Like at the end of the day, it's politicking. But like, you know, it's like I rap like, I feel like my style is very niche. You know, it's very much like it's of my own making, and so like there's no other, like I don't know a rapper that sounds like me, just because like when I'm rapping, I'm trying to be myself. So like just like to to be in my like I think every artist has this like existential question, you know what I mean? There's this like art critic that was like describes it as like every artist has like a suicide meter within them, where they're like oh, my stuff's not that good, it's derivative, everyone's heard it before, and when you hit this halfway point, you gotta be like, but I'm a fucking genius.
Yes,
yes, and that like really holds deep to me. So like just to have like the city I was like that like raised me, that like that taught me like everything I know, you know, like a lot of my formative memories have happened here. To have that like a city like validate me in such a way, like I was like, I don't care if I win. Like I think the nomination is enough, and like
absolutely,
and like this is like the second year. This is like second time, so I'm like, I must be doing something right.
You know, you know what it is that you're doing right, and this is what I believe. Just like looking at your campaign from the outside, you are a quintessential Austin artist because you have that unique quality that says this is just who I am. Right, like, it's not really like you're trying to fit into a box or you're trying to like when I listen to your rap, and we're gonna talk about your album in just a second. When I listen to your rap, I'm like, yo, there's not a box that he's trying to fit into. Right, like, this is Chucky's rap, and I respect the hell out of that.
I appreciate it because sometimes, like I said, that meter be getting up, and I'll be like, you know, not I'm trying to kill myself or anything. Right, maybe kill the art project that is Chucky Blk. You know, I want to help and just get a regular job or some shit like that. But it's like I'm always like, man, the things I'm doing is just like so counter of what is happening in like I mean mainstream music, you know. And not to put myself on like I'm doing anything crazy. It's just like I'm like, man, maybe I should hit that flow real quick, and like maybe people will like me more. Like I think one of the things in my head is like, man, I do my thing, that's cool, but like I'm not cool. Like there's like so many cool guys. Like I've never been a cool guy, you know what I mean? But I'm cool because I got my own swag, and like that's like, you know.
And that's the new cool guys.
Exactly,
like the new cool guys are the people that like. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm gonna be really, really honest. Some of these new artists are very weird to me. Like the things that they do and say are very weird / unique, whatever synonym you want to put on. Right. But that's the new cool. Like the new cool is just to do your weird thing, and then whoever gravitates to it, it's its own thing.
Right. It's the internet. Everyone's out there. You just gotta like you gotta shepherd them into your flock. You know what I mean? Essentially. You know what I mean?
There's power in being yourself.
Exactly.
Unapologetically yourself.
Yeah, trying to. You know, we all got the insecurities, like I'm saying.
That stuff doesn't matter.
Right. Exactly.
It doesn't. Being true to yourself is a different type of. I don't know the word that I'm looking for.
Power.
Like when you're on stage and it's like
it's your own genre.
People can see you for what you really are. That's beautiful. Like it's beautiful.
It's an intensely like vulnerable process.
Yes,
you know?
that is it. That is the word.
I think about like I'm like, you know, I'll be going to therapy and shit like that.
Don't we all?
Yes,
you know what I mean?
I endorse therapy.
People be going, I be doing.
Right, exactly. It's just like, and I think about like, you know, like love, you know what I mean? And like what makes it so hard to be like, to do love right is like, it's like I am forced to be in close proximity to somebody and like be to for them to love me and for me to love them as openly as I can. Like I have to be as rawly myself. I have to show you all my insecurities, you know what I mean? And like I had this line over it, like love is handing Shorty the sword and pointing to all the sore spots.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
That's exactly
like,
what
you
it
know,
is.
and I think about that with art too. Like, I mean, good art is just like, it's that intensely vulnerable individual. Like, only I know this thing, but it's like so universal that everybody. Like, you hear the song and you're like, damn, I felt that pain before. Like, because you ain't putting nothing else on it. You know what I mean? Like, it just speaks to like a intensely human thing, you know. And so that's my goal with like, I think that's what makes good art, you know. Yeah, and that's what I try to do. Yeah. By making words rhyme.
There is true power in vulnerability.
Right,
so
exactly.
Being able to bring that out in your artistry.
That's real strength, you know. I'll be like,
it's weird how the more vulnerable you get, the stronger you get.
Exactly.
It's a weird paradox. Yeah.
Right. I was called I saw this like little like panel from an anime. I don't even know. It was about like a samurai or something like that. And he was like going to see an old master or something like that. And the master's like, I've seen that you've grown kind.
That's how
I can
talk.
Tell that you're stronger.
That's
I was like, yo,
that's how they talk.
right. I was like, yo, that's crazy. So I don't know. Kindness, vulnerability,
fits.
And all that.
It fits.
Okay, well, speaking...
Zachary's hitting. I'm going to say, shout out to Big Zach Energy.
Okay. it's hitting a little too hard, okay?
Nah, that's Austin Daiquiri Factory, man. We might make them a consistent sponsor because this has been fun.
Drink responsibly.
With all that DPS out there, we don't want to see
nobody. Yeah. For real.
So, your album, A Tower and Thereafter.
Yeah.
Why the name?
So the Tower and Thereafter is actually based off a tarot card.
Okay.
And so, like, what you call it, the Tower card is part of the major arcana, and what it represents, it means like a rapid change.
Okay.
Like, you know, like the image is like of a tower and a lightning bolt striking it all of a sudden, and so that means it's like a change that happens to your life that you weren't ready for, that the people around you weren't ready for. That's going to radically change how you interact with the world. Okay. And so, like, I was before, like, I was like in like an 8-year relationship with somebody.
Sheesh.
8 years. It
There's
was
nothing wrong with that.
But I don't see no ring, so I'm
right.
like,
Exactly.
I'm like, what happened?
It's a lot wrong
We don't have to talk about that.
We don't judge
I'm
here.
just kidding.
This is
Hey,
a safe space.
I'm just kidding.
We have access therapy, so we gonna get
That's
into
2
it.
degrees. That's a diploma. That's a bachelor's.
Right.
That's a long time.
That's like from like diapers to like, I don't know, almost middle school.
Watching Power Rangers. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You know, but like it's just like I mean, I started dating this person when I was 19, and then our relationship ended like right as the world opened up again, and like, man, a lot of feelings just came with that.
Best
you know?
albums.
Yeah.
albums.
It was like, you know, I never got. I was like, man, I feel like so much music is based around love or like heartbreak. I don't get it. Like.
Until it happens.
And then it happens,
Until
and
it
like,
happens.
it's just like throughout the whole album, like all of those songs were just like they were written while I was still trying to process whatever I'm feeling. You know what I mean? Because like, I mean, 8 years, like this person was like maybe one of my closest person in my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like it ended because it had to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like trying to like rebuild who I am after that. So
Yeah,
a lot of the songs are just like kind of me like there's so many parts of the songs where I'm like, I remember I was walking from that bar and I drank a little too much, and I was crying on the way back home.
Right.
And this bar, you know, like I think one song starts with like, I lost the silhouette of the moth to the overall darkness. I was just sitting here crying, saw this moth flying around, and then hit the shadows. I was like, I can't find it anymore. I'm like, damn, that's me. I'm that moth. I can't find myself anymore. You know what I mean? And so just like all those songs, like I gave it to some friends before I came out, and they were just like, I could feel like the growth happening during each song. And like, I mean, it was just like every song is so intense. I could cry right now thinking about it.
Bro, that's
honestly.
been one of the things, because like you said, with artists, we live on a meter, right? That's been one of the things that's kept me from like ever quitting music. Like the truly reformative power of like how creating music can help you learn yourself and fix yourself. I could never quit, bro. Like, you know, that's just me though. But.
Right. I think I just remembered like, I remember like in high school having like a bunch of feelings just about like, I don't know, all that hormones, like being a teenager and shit. And like, I would write poems and like to like process what I'm thinking. Cause like, if I'm trying to like, how am I feeling about the situation? And then I have this like constraint with like, now fit that into 16 bars. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be precise about what I'm feeling. You know what I mean? And so a lot of the songs, like I felt like healed after.
I was gonna say that it sounds like your album offers you a place of healing, and that's powerful.
Exactly. And it caused like a reflection, because like the first half of the album is like kind of dark. It's me being like, damn, this self-loathing that kept me in this relationship for so long. You know what I mean? All this stuff, and like having to come to terms with that, and then like later half is like coming to terms with like loving myself again, you know.
There's growth in
like
that pain.
Exactly. So like, you know, I don't know. I love the album. I'm tired of performing it right now, honestly.
You gotta give the people what they want.
After
talking
this,
about my ex 2 years later.
hey, Beyonce still performed "You Must Not Know."
No, for real.
Real talk.
It ain't never going away, man. It ain't never going away. Once you put something good out, people gonna want you to perform.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody can relate.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about. It's about being relatable, about people being able to share that experience with you, because I'm an artist as well. So when I get up on stage and I'm singing one of my songs, you know, talking about Give 'Em Hell. I didn't do music for a while. I had a lot of stuff happening. I ended a 9-year relationship. So I'm right there with you know, and I don't want to be on stage singing that song, but it is what it is. People resonate with it, and they're like, I felt it. Now I'm about to give the world hell. And I'm like, hell yeah, let's do it together. So yeah, I get it, period.
I feel like
it though.
My thing is like, I can't do, like, especially when it comes to like performing and like rapping, like my dad's a pastor, so I grew up with my dad just like giving his all in front of a pulpit which is essentially like a religious,
another type of artist,
a religious stage, essentially.
Another type of artist. Yeah.
So like I'll like have like shows where I'm like, damn, I know the set, I don't want to do these songs, and then I'll hear the beat go, and I'm like, I can't do it half-ass. I can't do it half-ass ever. You know what I mean? So I'm like, at the end, I'm like, I didn't mean to get this emotional, but like, what's up, y'all? That's what you paid for. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, and that's what got you paid.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Real talk. I mean,
Hey, every time you cast a check, just laugh at the X, man.
My gosh.
But listen, don't get me started rhyming, bro. I really do that. But for people that like never seen you before, or haven't seen a Chucky show, or maybe haven't heard a song yet, let them know where they can find you and what's next. Like, what do you have upcoming that people could be a part of?
No, it's called, my name is Chucky Blk. It's CHUCKY BLK, no AC, because it's hot.
Okay.
Well,
That's my little spiel. I came up with it. I was like, damn, that's hot. You know what I mean?
That's hard. That's hard.
But you can find me on,
hard.
I mostly use, I'm kind of on a social media break right now, just because like I'm trying to take some time for myself, you know. But like generally Chucky.blk on IG is like the best place where you can interact with me. Chucky.blk1@gmail.com if you got beats or you want to just talk.
Send them beats over, man.
I'm trying to email, have an email pen pal. But no, it's called the thing that I'm like, the big thing that I'm really working on right now is like, I'm really about like trying to like foster a community of like hip hop heads, like similar to myself here in Austin. So every other Monday, so not this past Monday, but next Monday, I do an event called Freestyle Monday. Okay. So it happens in Hyde Park. We don't put the address on the internet. You gotta send me an email or message me about it, just because like
it's intimate.
It's intimate.
Like
we're really trying to keep it very, very like like. I don't know. There's a lot of toxic people that come with like, I'm trying to flex. It's like, we just trying to get free on a Monday night.
Yeah.
So like we just meet up at a house in Hyde Park. We got beats. We got like local producers who are like playing beats for the whole 3 hours. We're all freestyling. And like
this reminds me of the kitchen.
Right, it's like I started out in the place called AMX here in Austin Mic Exchange.
At Ballroom?
Exactly. And so like that's where I met like a lot of like my closest rap homies now, like was there, and like that was like such a cool environment because I think freestyling is so important as a rapper. You know what I mean?
I want to try to freestyle.
Yeah, it's so easy. You know what I mean?
One day.
Cat in the hat with him with a bat.
Hey, Chucky.
Low-key.
I forgot about AMX. It feels so long since AMX, bro.
No, I mean it's been like 10 years now since there.
That's crazy.
And so like I think it like
just brought back a lot of memories.
It's just about like fostering community amongst similar artists. And so like a lot of my friends now, like I said, I rap with. I met them back years ago at AMX before I was like really rapping. You know what I mean? So it's like we just get together. You follow this page called Nomad Studios, KNOMADS Studios, and we got like a bunch of rappers. We usually get like, I want to say 12 to like 30 people rapping. And then we got like producers that go back and forth playing beats for the cypher. We got my homie cooking chicken the whole time.
I like chicken.
And
we going off the chicken alone.
Right. And the cool thing about Nomad Studios is like it's a film production crew. So it's like my homie and all his film homies bringing cameras and just like videoing the whole thing, and like everyone's getting reps in and like rapping. People are hearing beats and meeting new producers, and they're also getting like dope ass content because these people got these like 5K cameras like videoing the whole thing. So like I'm trying to like my big thing right now is like building that community, and then I'm just like working on a new album right now, and so
that's cool.
After like realizing the power of like being intensely vulnerable with this last album, I'm like, I can't do anything less at this point. So
absolutely,
it's like it's a little harder. I'll be like, I'm not writing because I don't want to do this intense emotional work, but like I'm writing still. So like that's my thing.
Just from one artist to another, I think a lot of times as artists we don't realize how important the break is, just as important as the creating.
Exactly.
So take your break. You know what I'm saying? I realized you were on social media for a while because I was hitting you. I was like, "Where is this movie?" Yeah. But take your break, and when the album comes, we ready for you.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank y'all for having me on here.
Hey, clap it up for Chucky, man. I appreciate you coming by. This definitely will not be the last time. And for all y'all other artists that have been hitting me to come up here, we finna start that too. Just make sure you got an album or something interesting to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And we put it together. Hey, this has been like a crazy dope episode of Flexcast, man. I want to shout out Evers once again, keeping us crispy, looking sounding crispy. Yeah. Shout out my co-hosts Bree and Nubia, man. I could not do this without them. They bring the topics, they bring the heat, they bring the flavor, they bring the drip, all that. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see y'all next time we come on Flexcast, man. We out.
Peace.
Peace.
We're not drinking again.